everybody. How's it going? I just hopped straight into the PC screen. Oh, is my okay, it is working. Phew. I had that moment where I was like, did I plug everything in correctly? Seems like I did. I had to move my microphone away. I had to put it in this big black box so I could record some audio for a song. Oh, thank you. Welcome, folks. But welcome back. As you can see here, we've got ourselves an extremely sensible Sal. An extremely sensible Sal. We are making ourselves a little axolotl. And if you don't remember why we're making ourselves a little axolotl, I think one thing I could do is probably just, you know what? Actually, why don't I do this right now so that way I can. Did I bring it into the movie, the video sequencer? I don't think I did, actually. Did I? Add sound. Maybe I did all this already. I can't remember. In Save the Senator's Daughter .wave. There we go. This is the song. Very good. Thank you very much, Ryan Sinner, and thank you to Clam4Jam, and thank you to the Real Megamoth, and thank you to Well-Spoken Rambler, all for resubbing in the past minute. Very kind of you all. Very kind of you all. I'm sorry that you've blue screened your computer. That's no good. Folks, we're making this to fit this song that I made, which is just a weird drum and bass sort of track, which you guys can't hear right now. Now you can hear it.
He did not know me. He did not know me.
Oh, whoops, I forgot. I have to make sure that it goes until the end of this. I just had a realization that this has to end a lot further back so we can hear the whole song.
And would you believe it, my dear fellow? He did not know me. He did not know me.
Ah, that was beautiful, no?
Thank you, Jonah the Bean Boy. Thank you, Trekkie140.
Hey, witch! Coffee for the lady!
Great. So, it ends, where is it? At about 13:22. We'll say 13:40. Just to make it easy for me. All right. So, anyway, now you've heard that. And so we've made that song, I guess, two weeks ago. And since then, we have been trying to make a little guy who can dance. That's what we're looking for. We're trying to make this sweet guy, who we have named Sensible Sal, which is to say, if I'm not mistaken, Sensible Sal is. We named Sensible Sal because we wanted it to be the opposite of Crazy Frog, right? That's what we wanted. It's the foil. A beautiful thing, yes. So, Sensible Sal is an axolotl. And axolotls are amphibians, right? Yeah, so that makes sense. We have the axolotl, and then we have the crazy frog. And so the antithesis of this, which is always good. Very happy to do this. Unfortunately, Toe Knuckles TV, we never put jorts on Big Billy, on Big Legs Billy Fast. We kept those legs free and clear. But today, in a perfect world, I want to make it clear. You know what? I just realized I've put my face, once again, my face is in the wrong spot. I'm gonna put my face. I guess I'll put it here. It's fine. It's fine enough here, and then I can move it if I need to. But do you see this thing right here? Look, now when I press buttons, you can see it there. It's kind of small on the screen. But if you are wondering, like, hey, what did Brian press in order to make, something happen, you're going to see, oh, he pressed the F button here. If he clicked Shift A, and that allows him to add something. So hopefully now you can see that, which is good. I got the add-on. I also got the other add-on of Wiggle Bones. Is that what it's called? Let me see. Let me Alt Z this really quickly. I think I managed to do, I made Wiggle Bones. I got Wiggle Bones as well. So we were talking about maybe adding some Wiggle Bones to this, which could be fun. We'll see if that ends up working for this, because I've never used Wiggle Bones before. But where we were last time, if I'm not mistaken, I think we started the process. We had managed to at least pair this. Did I even get to pose mode yet? I don't think I did, or I might have gotten just to it. Oh, welcome, Bill Beeps. Hello to all of you. We're making a little axolotl named Sensible Sal. Very important work going on right here. This stream, in case you are just joining for the first time right now, this stream is called Watch This While You Do Your Art, which is basically means throw this on in the background. You don't need to pay attention to this. Make your little gunpla. Oh, speaking of gunpla, this is completely unrelated, but I found a fun little blind box gunpla in a Japanese grocery store yesterday, and I bought it. And I haven't built it yet, but it's very fun and small, and it's the best. And so I'm excited to play with that tonight. It's gonna be very good. Playing video games counts as art. Coding counts as art. Doing your homework counts as art. These are all things that count as art on this stream. So important to do. But today my art is trying to get Sensible Sal to absolutely cut a rug to this song.
Yeah, let me have it.
It's exactly right, Jonah the Bean Boy. He's the Dale of Crazy Frogs Twin Squared. Very correct. Very correct. Let me do a quick little thing. This is unnecessary, but I like to do things that are unnecessary. Move me out of pose mode for just a second. I'm just gonna do a very basic material on Sensible Sal, just so that way if I go into rendered mode, I'll have something to look at here. So I'm just gonna make a very basic little light pinkish, right? Because that's kind of the vibe that they got. I mean, I guess they're technically just like pure weird white, and then the pink kind of comes in a almost like a subsurface. I guess they're like white with like, or I'll make it pink, and then I'll make the subsurface white, and then I think that'll do fine. Yeah, what is this? I got a new. I was gonna say I recently upgraded my my blender to the most recent one, and as a result, some things have changed as to where they are. Random walk. I don't know what any of these things are, but that's okay. We'll just make a little subsurface on there, and then if I wanted to, I guess I could make a separate thing for the eyeballs to be just black, right? I think that's the idea. Is that if I went into here, if I went into edit mode, and I just grabbed L, right? Yeah. So let me actually deselect every. What? No, don't put the thing anywhere. I didn't mean to do that. Go here. Okay. L. That's how I can select those two, and I can make them a separate material, which is just black. I think I have to do this in a separate thing. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, upgrading Blender to me right now is like, it's useful because I have not learned enough to make it difficult to learn a new thing, where I'm like, I have not gotten skilled enough at one of the Blender styles to get to the point where I swap to this new one and I'm like, I don't know where anything is. I've never known where anything is. So that's really it. And if I wanted to do this one, I'd have to make it a separate. I have to do something to make this one pop, because I just want to make the eyes black at this point in time, just to make it a little bit easier. just so I can see where the eyes are, you know? And the way that I do that is by assigning that. There we go. Hey, I did it. All right, there we go. Now that's fully perfect. It's really, it's A+ rendered. Go ahead and ship it. Let's go ahead and smooth this, baby. There we go. Now that is an axolotl right there. Now that right there is an axolotl, 100%. Beautiful. I've already nailed it. We're in business. Okay. Let's go back to here. And let's go back to see everything on here. Very, very smooth, very nice. We're ready to roll. Okay, so what we were just getting to, just before we stopped last time, was that we had managed to do some basic shifts here. Okay, I did not pair it, which is good. I was trying to pair it in a weird way. It should be good now. Basically, all I need to go is go back to this. Let's go ahead and parent with automatic weights. And now I can go into pose mode, and now I should have some things that already are moving. Oh, whoops. Did I not do this right? Oh, did I parent it? I parented it wrong. I parented it wrong because I always do. I have to press the mesh first and then the armature, and then I press P, and then I click automatic weights, and then I should be able to go into pose mode, right? Yeah, now we're good. Okay, we did some automatic weights, which is good. I do want to add the fin. There's a lot of things I want to add to this, right? I want to add a lot to Sam, because I'd love to add the fins, and I would love to add the little feathery hairs, and I would love to add the wiggle bones. But right now, what I want to try is just effect. I also want to add clothes. That's the other thing, is that I want to try to the first time ever do like a fabric thing. But that's a hard one. That's 4 steps beyond my current level of understanding of Blender. But maybe it is better for me to make the little fins. I think a fabric simulation would be fun. But I also know that I'm asking a lot. I know already that is a silly thing for me to want to do. I already am like, oh, that's going to be tough. Okay, so, all right, maybe we won't do fabric simulation. Maybe, if that's the case, I guess I just model clothes, and then we do it, like... Yeah, I guess I could just extrude straight out of the back. I was wondering, so here's the thing that I was thinking about with the fins, okay? Let me pull up some pictures of axolotls real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. The cool and difficult thing about axolotls, these are all, the ones that I'm using, I guess, are albino axolotls, right? But they have this very transparent situation here. Now, I've tried to do transparency before in videos, and I haven't figured out how to really... I know there's a way you can do it in Eevee, but it's very difficult, and that's just kind of an issue. I also want to make these little feathery bits that can hopefully... I mean, I say they're feathers. You could very clearly see that that's blood flow going in there. That's gills. But I think that I could maybe get to that point, right? I think I could maybe make that work. But yes, I think you're right, Toe Knuckles TV, about subsurface scattering to make that stuff visible through there. So I guess my question is, maybe... I mean, I could use cycles. The reason I'm not using cycles right now is because if I were to turn on cycles, my computer would die. If I tried to swap over to render in cycles while also streaming, it would kill me. 100% kill me. Full on, I'd be off of this. There's no way that my computer could handle that. So that's why I'm using Eevee right now. That's the only reason why. I figure I know, I was going to say I've done it before in Eevee once. And that's, you know, just kind of fun. Also, what's going on with these eyeballs? These eyeballs in real life are a little scary to me, but I'm just going to keep them simple in this version. I'm sure there's a way I can optimize cycles a lot, but I also am like, that's something that I can do off camera. I feel like optimizing cycles is like a very important thing, and like optimizing anything is important, but it's also like, that's probably boring to watch on a stream. So this should be good. Anyway, shall we? Shall we get to it? And by get to it, I mean figure out what it is that I'm getting to, and then actually do it. Let's start with the first little test, all right? Because I've just parented these. I'm gonna do the first thing, which is kind of it's gonna take a second, but basically I want to try weight painting because I know that I have to get in there. Sorry, there we go. That's better. So I'm going to try my best to grab each bone as I go through it and try to make sure that only the correct ones are visible at this point. Why is this happening right now? Maybe why can't I see through to the thing? Do I have to? Oh, it's because I didn't touch the thing first. What am I doing? What? Alt Z. There we go. Go back to what I was doing. There we go. Rambler. The Deja Vu episode was filmed, I think, before. I could be wrong. I can't remember when my random podium inspection job was. It was sometime last year. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. If anything, it's almost easier for me to like pin to figure out just based on what my hair was at that time. I didn't get to keep the bribe money, although I will say that I originally thought it was real bribe money, and then I realized it was all prop money. So I had kept all of the prop money out. I was like, okay, I gotta make sure I give this back to Siobhan after this, and then I was like, oh, all these are fake. So actually, it's fine. I originally was like, oh, did they seriously give me actual money from this? Sorry to give you a spoiler in the background, but that was a truth where I really was like, oh, I gotta make sure. This person gave me $5. This person gave me $3. I gotta make sure it goes back to the right people. No, none of it was fine. Thank you, Water Munch, for resubbing. Anyway, let's okay, I have to grab this, and then I grab that, and then I click weight paint, and now I should be able to paint according to the correct things. Is that right? What's going on here? Why is it so visible? I don't want this to be the case. Thank you, Toe Knuckles TV, also for subscribing and for all of your help with Blender. Very, very much appreciated. Why can't I see the... Oh, I remember. I have to click armature, and then I go into viewport, and then I say show it in the front, right? View. I remember this. It's in the background of my brain right now. I remember it. I'm gonna figure it out. Here I go, figuring it out right now. Viewport display, show in front. Ha! Look at me. I didn't have to go and ask for a bunch of help. I remembered it. That means that I've learned. That means that I've learned something. Okay, so now I go into weight paint, and now I can still see the correct thing, which is great. I can go in and grab the specific ones. Oh no, did I still do it wrong? Do I still have to do it? Do I still have to do the thing where I grab the armature and then grab this and then go to weight paint? Because I'm never, oh yeah, okay. All right, I figured it out. Cool. So, first things first, I can already tell that this is not the right weight. Why is this on at all right now? That seems incorrect. This shouldn't be doing anything. That one should affect this part of the tail, but nothing else should, and yet every time I grab another... Oh, whoops, sorry. Every time I grab a different thing... Why isn't this... Are all of them not affecting anything? What is... No, that's not right. That's not right. What's going on here? Am I... Because when I go into pose mode... It should be fine. It does have a reasonable amount of weights already put on it. Yeah, see, these are already weighted, so then why is this affecting anything? Okay, well, honestly, now that I'm looking at it, also, these weights are pretty good. These weights are all pretty nice. Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, except for that right there, which is, you know, what can you do? All the rest of these are looking pretty okay. Oh yeah, these weights are, you know what? I can just handle these weights. I can handle this weight. Yeah, okay. All right, here I was thinking I was gonna have to spend this first time just full on doing so much work on here. Oh, that's the only part that has a weird weight thing. I remember now. These, for some reason, this one affects my little gill spikes. So I need to fix that one. But yeah, I'm definitely going to do some inverse kinematics on this whole thing now that I've paired it. Of course, yes, thank you for reminding me to save Silvera Spectre. I'm saving right now. You can see I just clicked Control S. Very important work. So anyway, that's a funky thing going on here. That's the only part that I need to fix the weight painting of, I think, is this specific bone affecting these things weirdly. I don't know why that's happening. I don't know why that's happening. Yeah, simple as that. I just don't 100% get it. I guess the spikes might not be parented to the head. I think everything should be connected. Maybe I parented it weird. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that. But hey, here's the thing. I was going to try to turn those into wiggle bones anyway, so maybe I'll try to do that. Maybe I'll try to add that to the armature. Let's figure out how wiggle bones works, shall we? Sorry, just pulling up Wiggle Bones Blender add-on. Okay, so here's the Wiggle Bones Blender add-on that I downloaded for this specific thing. How does it work? You make an armature, go into pose mode, and then in pose mode, you select a bone that you want to wiggle. Then you go into the properties panel, bone tab, you scroll down to wiggle bone, check on it, and adjust some settings. The default settings are pretty stiff. I believe you might want to turn things down a bit. Okay. And then you just animate the armature, and then it'll kind of wiggle around. So it seems like this should be okay. So what I gotta do is add some things to this armature. So I'll go into edit mode first, and then I'll just add a new bone. I guess that's the idea, is that and then I grab it and I move it up to where it should be. I'm pretty sure that's all I need to do. Is that I guess this is where I'm going to be figuring things out, isn't it? I will see if this, let me also do this a little better, shall we? There we go. Zoom out so I can actually see things. Okay. Beautiful. I guess I just need one bone, and then the bone itself should be wiggling, right? That's my assumption for how wiggle bones works, at least. So I will be able to see if that is the correct assumption in a bit. I've been known to assume wrong many times, so it's possible. I'm bringing this down by pressing Z, but you can see how this is all working. And then X, bring it over, and then let's go back to 3 so I can see where I am. And Y, bringing it back. Okay, so that's one bone that's now in the armature. And this one will be called, I guess it's Gill 001L, because that's where it is on the left side. You know what? Maybe, oh no, but that'd be too small. Sorry, I'm trying to think about a way to make it easier to see my whole screen without my face covering up stuff. But unfortunately, I guess the one thing I could do is just do this. That's a pretty easy solution, isn't it, Brian? Now that right there might be a very, very easy solution. It doesn't give me as much place to work right now, but that's pretty good. I can just do this. That'll do for me. And then you can actually see my whole screen. And then you can see a little here. I kind of like the fact that just there peeking out of the corner right over here, you can see my eye looking up at the thing. If anything, what I should do is move this over a little bit. I'll move this over. Why is my screen down a little bit? Why did that? I just didn't even notice that. How long has that been the case? There we go. Now I can move it over all together, and now you can see my face watching me as I do Blender. There you go. That's a good screen right there. Now that screen is exactly what I want. I could even, just go ahead and get rid of my. You don't even need that. Just imagine that I'm speaking. You know what? This is a dumb idea. This is a dumb idea. This is completely not useful at all, but I love this. Okay. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about the top part of my face. There we go. Is this good for everybody? How does this work? I think this is more effective than what I had before. I think that's good. I don't think this is going to cause any problems at all. All right, nice. Yeah, cool. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do it. I'm ready to keep, as long as I don't move, I think I can get my face exactly right. I got to find out where my nose is. My nose has got to be bigger because it's a little, okay, all right, here we go. Let's get this right. Let's make sure that my, that I'm doing the, oh man, why is it so much bigger in that space? I have to really turn. That's why I have to turn even further. There we go. Now it's all lining up. Now it's all lining up. Okay, not perfect, but all right. I gotta stand still. Hey! Having a good time. Wow. Standard normal stream. Just a classic run-of-the-mill stream. Whoa! It's also good because then I can do that, and then it really emphasizes the whoa a lot. Whoa! And then I gotta bring it back. All right, sorry anyway. I'll go back to what I was doing before. I'll let you guys see my face a little bit. Just a little bit, though. There I am. Thank you, Ryan Sonura. It's true. There we go. All right, I'll put myself back. I put myself back in my box. It's all good. I'll open it up a little more, and then I'll make myself smaller. There we go. We're in business. Cool. Now I'm just in my little corner. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, what were we doing? Wiggle bones. That's what we were doing. Okay, so I renamed this one, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to duplicate it by pressing Shift-D, and now this will be, oh, there we go. I'll just bring it down a little bit. This should have auto-changed the name to, oh, I always spell it wrong. I always do it wrong. L.001, not the other way around. And now when I duplicate it, let me just go ahead and delete this one and see if I duplicate this one. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Delete the bone. And now I duplicate it. Yes. And now it's the correct thing that I was trying to do. All right. So, let's see where these bones go. Bring it right down. Bring it back a little bit from the front. Bring it way out on the x-axis. Cool. And then again, we're just going to duplicate that bone. Bring it down. Take a look from the side. It's a little far back right now. Or it's not far back enough, rather. And then I can grab this, bring it down this way, bring it in. How's that looking? Looks pretty good. Oh, no, it's not quite perfect. Let me just bring it in a little more. Okay, cool. So now I've made those gills. Beautiful. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I know the dupe right click trick about whenever I dupe things to keep them in the same spot. I've learned that one at least. And then I just symmetrize. Beautiful. Cool, and we got gill right. That's beautiful. Okay, now, according to this, I go into pose mode. Let's just go ahead and select everything really quickly. Sorry, it's A. And we're gonna delete transformation here. So pose, clear transform all. Great. Okay. So let's see if I can do a wiggle bone. Right here, we've got bendy bones, but we have a wiggle bone, and that's the thing we're looking for, I think. We're looking for wiggle bone, active. Okay. Oh, but I didn't parent it to anything. I just realized. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, so the reason I'm trying wiggle bones is just because I wanted to give it a shot. I just heard from someone last week about being able to make them go blah, 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 basically, which I guess could is that a bendy bones thing too? I don't know. That seems unnecessary. I'm not going to do that just yet. I need to go back first. I need to parent these things to the right spots. Okay, so I guess, yeah, if I subdivide the bones, then I'll get better wiggling. Maybe that's the thing. Okay, so let's see if I can do first things first. I have to grab these ones in order to parent them to the correct spot, I think, is the idea. Is that if I grab this and then I parent it to the bone, yeah, or I parent it to the, yeah, I grab, but I've already parented it technically, haven't I? Because I parented the whole armature to the whole thing. Okay. Bendy bones might be better for artificial joints. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, well, if this is the case, at the very least, I need to figure out how, before I even get to this, okay, and then I have to parent the gill bones to the head, and then I have to reparent the whole armature to the thing. Okay, that makes sense. So what I need to do first, then, is what I always love to do, which is grab these and then clear parent, right? Clear parent all of them. Wrong direction. Then I Control P. No, and then I clear parent. Did I do that correctly? Sensible Sal. Yes, bingo. Okay, cool. So these gills are already parented, it seems like. Did I not do this right? Did I unparent these correctly? I have to just parent these to the head bone. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Toe Knuckles TV. That's helpful. Okay. Okay. So either way. Yes, cool. I've unparented them. That's what matters. And now what I do is I must parent these bones, gill bones. I'm going to go into edit mode. I'm going to take all these gill bones that I have, and I'm going to grab this one, and I'm going to parent these bones. Keep offset. So now they're offset from specifically that part of the bone, I guess. Do I want it to parent to the other ones? That way they stay in the back. I think maybe I want the gill bones to be somewhere else. Did I... Upper back, neck, neck. Okay, I see what has happened. Yeah, I think I'm going to follow the neck, not the nose. So, incorrect what I've done so far, but I took them away, and now I'm going to select the correct bone this time. Select the correct bone, which is this one. And now I parent them all to this one, keep offset. Okay, and now they're attached to the middle of the back of the head. You can see, it's kind of hard to see from where you all are right now, but you see these little dotted lines right here. Now that means that these ones are attached to here, as opposed to being attached to the nose, which is where they were before, and that would have caused some issues, I think. So let's see if that works. Let's just do a quick... We'll do a quick parenting of the full armature with automatic weights. And now let's see if that fixed the issue I had before. Oh, maybe a different issue now. But that works. That actually is now good. That fixed the first problem I had, which was that these gills went all over the place. This is a little odd. I think it's probably fine. It's just made the head a little more wobbly. I kind of wish that this... it's fine. It's good enough for government work. We're good. This one... Oh, interesting. Now we have unintentionally made a little bit of a weird thing going on here. If I go into full rendered mode, you can see what I've done here. This is not exactly what I wanted to have happen. It's an interesting mistake that has occurred here, but, you know, that it's not, again, it's not what I was looking for. Don't 100% know why that is happening. So I guess that means it's time to go to weight paint mode. Now I have officially done this stuff. I've gone far enough that I must admit that I must weight paint this correctly. So let's go into weight paint. But it's not showing me any weights right now. Why isn't it showing me anything right now? Why, when I select a certain bone, is it not giving me anything? All the meshes... Most of the meshes are separate. Not all of them, but most of them are. Is there a, I need to click on the thing that looks like a green triangle on the right. This thing. Have I not UV mapped it? What's the... That'll select which area I'm working on. I see. Thank you, ShortStack37, by the way, for subscribing. Okay. So... Okay, I see it. I see now what's happening. Okay, so I can go into the vertex groups, and that'll help me figure out where those things are. Okay, but everything else is looking good. I was gonna still say that right now, if I go through it, lower back seems to hit the right part, upper back's looking pretty good, shoulder left is affecting the correct things, shoulder, yep, that's the right part of the arm, looking good, beautiful, that's all good. I don't see any weird stuff going anywhere. Neck is a little odd. Which part of the neck is that? No, that's the right one. So that's pretty okay, I think. If anything, I might just get rid of a little bit of it. Well, no, actually, I think I will keep it where it was. The thing that I need to do is change the head to include some effects of the stuff back here, you know? That's what I think I need to do, is add a little bit so that way these ones are also affected by the head. Which might come back to bite me. But these definitely... The eyeballs definitely got to get affected by it. I don't know why the eyeballs aren't getting shown up in here. These all gotta be in there. And then up here is looking pretty okay. I'm the world's worst weight painter. You're all about to find out pretty quickly. No, I'm trying to see how do I make, there you go, F. F is the thing that makes it smaller. So that way I can actually get in there and get the right bits that I'm trying to do. Because I'm not trying to affect too much on the back of the head here. Well, a little bit though. I'm trying to affect it a little bit though. This might be a problem. I'm already like, maybe I've made a major mistake right now. But that's okay. That's kind of the fun of it, is, as we all know. I'm testing here. Yeah, I gotta make sure that I go into the gills and don't affect the eyes. That's the biggest reason why I came in here, because originally I was like, it's fine, I can make the head do whatever. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, hey, Sensible Sal deserves the best. Sensible Sal deserves a mesh that shows how sensible he is. He's a sensible guy. And right now, as it currently stands, the way that he's moving is not super sensible. And I don't love that. Okay. And then I guess I'm affecting these as well as I'm moving them. Should I just make the all of the gills be fully painted too with the head bone? I think maybe. We'll see. We'll see. This could be a problem. I think this actually is going to be a problem. I'm actually fairly certain that this is a problem right now. But hey, I'm testing here. Let's see why. The thing that I'm not interested in if it goes wrong. I'm interested in why it goes wrong. That's the thing that teaches you stuff. Here in this world, knowing why things are going wrong is far more important than things going right first try. So I am going to get it wrong in a major way right now. Okay, cool. So just did some wild stuff to this. And now if I go into everything else is looking pretty good too. Looking nice, very nice. Hip is looking good. Legs looking nice, beautiful. Yeah, those are all solid. And now tail's looking good too. Beautiful. And now lower back, also totally fine. Wait, why do I have two different things here? Why do I have lower back and tail as two separate things? Did I just name them wrong? Did I get rid of tail? What happened to tail? Are there two things in there? What's going on? I don't even see that anymore. I don't know where tail is. There we go. Okay, so now I've just tested this in weight paint mode, and what I've learned is that it's not working. What I've learned is that I've made a mistake. As you can see, I've learned why this is incorrect. But I also think that I am correct in terms of I should be doing this, right? Like I need to make sure these are all affected by this bone. Yeah, so this is not great. This is not exactly what I wanted. So what I need to do is make this the opposite. I need to erase this stuff. I need to erase all the things on the gills. I might be able to normalize the weights across the area they're in. Yeah, maybe. That could be the thing that I gotta do. If I just right click. No, sorry, that's not it. I should also just rename this head, so that way I remember what it is, actually. Because right now, neck 01 is not helping me at all. Okay. The average tool on the left, is there there's the average tool. Okay. I figured that out now. Oh, didn't mean to do that much averaging. Well, maybe I did mean to do that much averaging. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. But let's just go ahead and see what happens. Look at me, I'm averaging here. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Maybe that's good enough? Maybe that's fine? And now if I move this around, oh, didn't quite get the full averages that I was hoping for. But that's working all right. Yeah, that's a normal head movement right there. Looking great. Oh, there's some more things that need to get averaged. Some things that need to get averaged right there. Beautiful. All right. Okay, now that looks great. That's perfect. No, I was right. I was right about these things. Stop this now. Okay, wait. Let me go back to edit mode and then come back to weight paint. Oh, is it still screwed up? Why is that? Go back to where it was. I don't... Okay. Either way, doing much better than it was before, right? Why? No. I think I'm gonna have to just go back. I think I'm just gonna go back because I screwed up too much. Okay, so what I've learned is that averaging is a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool and it's good at its job, kind of. Oh, whoops, I've averaged too hard. But maybe not. Maybe I've averaged fine. Whoop. Wow. Wow. Okay, cool enough. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't care. Let me things are looking good there, which now means I can go into the gills. Now I can finally go into the gills. And I need to fix a lot of this. The problem here is that I gotta fix a lot. I want to... What's the thing that I have to press in order to erase stuff? That gives me just the basics of everything. Alt? No. Control? No. Shift? No. Yeah, I was gonna say, just changing the weight, is that really all it is? Is just, okay, yeah, just changing the weight to 0. Yup. Great, cool. I'll make this pretty big because I can go around quite a bit here. Ooh, not that big. Great. And now I want these to affect nothing but the net. And by net, I mean gills. Okay, there we go. None of these vertices, none of these vertices should be affected. All right, and now, if I grab this gill, okay, it just affects that. It just affects that, and that's great, because I just want them to kind of flop around a little bit. Oh, but no, there was something else. It's affecting, why is it affecting that? Why? Quit it. Quit it now. I thought I got everything. What is it pulling over here? Why? No. Okay, there we go. Much better. Much better. It's moving them, and that's all I want, is that I want them to wiggle a little bit. Oh, there's a little bit down here, too. Why? Explain this to me. Why would you be affecting it? Okay. There we go. Fine. Good. And then can I symmetrize this? Probably not, right? I can't just copy and paste this to the other side. And now all this should be okay. Yeah, I've got to just make sure that it's all zeros up there. Okay. Mamma mia. Why? Why would you do this to me? Don't do this. Why would this affect the eyeball? Explain that to me. Automatic rigging. I hate that. Explain to me. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. Man, this is silly business over here. Why would this ever be the case? Why would I ever want these things to affect that? There we go. Silly. Silly. Okay, and now if I grab this skill... Alright, you're still getting something from over here. I don't 100%... Something's going on down under here. What? This chin? Why? Explain. Explain! Go back. Alright. Alright, that's good enough for me. Good enough for me. Just need him to wiggle a little bit. Alright, now this one. Hey, this one's actually looking pretty okay. Why's that? Explain. Explain why this one's alright. And not the other ones. Okay, well, just make this fast. Oh my god. Just silly. Just silly. Come on. Stupid weights. Just gotta get all that stuff done. Mamma mia. There's a lot of things I gotta hit right now, huh? This one affects so much. This is a silly behavior. Okay, there we go. Wiping it all down. Everything's good. This one, now it only moves the chin a little bit. Okay, good. Good. Good enough for me. I didn't, don't, I did the thing where I made it too much. There we go. Now it affects all of them equally. Beautiful. It's wiggling around. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And now Gil O2. Ay, mamma mia. Ay, mamma mia. Okay. Small now, so I can get into the details. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hitting everything that needs to get hit. Hopefully this doesn't rip out the eyeballs anymore. And Gil works. Oh, nope, it's still ripping out the eyeballs. Okay. All right, and now still ripping out the eyeballs. How do I even get in there? Oh my god. Quit it, quit it, quit it, quit it, quit it. Quit it. Stop it. Stop it, eyeball. Why? Why? Explain to me. Why is this happening? All right. But everything else is... Oh my god. Mamma mia. The things I do for sensible Sal. Great. Looking perfect, sensible Sal. Looking like a real... Okay, everything's good. And then the final Gil, who cares? Right? Yeah, we're good. We're good. That's fine. Okay. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. I'm all right with this. Here, I'll make my thing a little bigger. So therefore, now you can only see my face as I judge my own artwork. Okay. So. I have now done all the weight painting that I care to do. I don't really feel like doing anymore. Let's just take a look in the pose mode real quick, just to get a sense of how this is working. Yep, head looks great. Oh, but this is now, because of the parenting to that, I guess it's okay, because that's fine. That's fine, I think. Okay. Sensible Sal. I mean, what I should probably do is just make a couple dance moves.
And would you believe it, my dear fellow? He did not know me.
Let me get, I mean, first things first. At the very least, I should get Sensible Sal into a cool pose, like a nice, like, at the beginning, right? Sensible Sal's waiting for the dance to start. So, let me see. What's a good way to begin this? Because now I have to actually care about where Sensible Sal is and the camera, things like this, you know. In fact, let me just go ahead and lock my camera to viewport real quick so I can get a cool intro video ready to roll for Sensible Sal. There we go. Let's just put this right up here. Okay, so this is where the camera's gonna be. Whoop. And now, what I can do, now that I've seen all this, I'm actually gonna take off the wireframe. Oh, I do need those wireframes. I don't need this wireframe. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, baby. All right. Cool. So, first thing I wanted to try was to see. Let's just get you in a pose first, right? Because that's the beginning of this. Let's see what I can do to make Sal look cool. I don't gotta do much, I'll be honest with y'all. Oh, I gotta make let me save. First off, thank you, Bun Bun, for reminding me to do that. I gotta do some inverse kinematics. That's what it is. I gotta make some inverse kinematics in here. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Because then I don't have to think about most of the bones. Then I only have to really move one or two of the bones at a time. So let's go into edit mode. And then I grab this one. And then I do... Oh, no, I remember it. It's a button. I have to do like a Control I or something. No, Control I is keyframes. I press the first bone. I press the second bone. I say... Oh, no. It might be... Is it Shift I or something? There's so many hotkeys in this game that in this game. Nothing in inverse kinematics for this. Is that because I have to be in object mode? Or... there's a... Okay, the last one in a bone chain, I have to press... I'm sorry, I'm looking up... I'm on my Introduction to Inverse Kinematics Blender manual. Auto IK feature in pose mode. Oh, there's an auto IK feature in pose mode already. So if I were to go into here and then click on this, there's something that if I go into the sidebar, tool, pose options, auto IK. How does that work? pretty badly right now. I mean, it's okay, but that's not the kind of inverse kinematics that I'm looking for right now. It's a fun thing to look at, but it's not naturalistic at the moment, right? So not this. This is not what I want to do. I want to do a little bit better. So not that one. Let's do I mean, here's something I can do, which is a very fun thing for me to do really quickly. Sometimes the good thing about what I've currently done with my stream is that sometimes when I have forgotten what I have done for a former stream, and I learned something very important in the last stream, I remember where I learned it in my stream, and then I can pull this up and use it as a guide, as my own personal tutorial. This is where I learned how to do inverse kinematics. Was right here. We can see I'm doing the same exact pose with my face right now at the same time. If I were to do something like this, let me just test something really quickly. When did I learn inverse kinematics? Bring myself back over to this. Is this right? Did I learn it earlier than this? What happens if I further? Oh, yeah, I learned it up earlier than this. There's more important stuff over on here. Sometimes you got to go back in the day. Stride, right? All bones. Select the main parent of them all. Oh, is it this? Thank you. No, I thought I did select the main parent of them all. I thought I did. I do need to make a new trailer for this stream because I haven't been biking. I have not been biking in a very long time, and so it's incorrect marketing. One up in the little stick man. Viewport display in front. There we go. We figured it out, folks. We got there, baby. Inverse kinematics. I think we got it. But now I see those bones. So good. So what I'll start with is I'll make this guy go back a little bit. Oh no, this is when I do some inverse kinematics with me. Here we go. Who taught me inverse kinematics before? Big shout out to whoever taught this to me before, because I'm now relearning from you teaching me before. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Okay, I add an extra bone, and then all the bones will work just like actual bones. And in the real world, parent it rather than treating bones. Take from the. Okay. Sorry, I have another thing up at the same time that I'm. Oh, don't mind if I do. I learned it. I learned it there. Clear parent. Okay, so I've cleared the parent. So now it's just a bone by itself. Okay. Right? And then I go back to pose mode. And we say, select the foot, then I select the shin. And then Shift Control C. Shift Control C. You know, that normal thing that we all remember as a very easy hotkey. Grab this. Grab this. Shift Control C. Then I do inverse kinematics. And now when I move it... Oh, no, that didn't do anything. That didn't work at all. I have to clear the parent? Is that what I have to do first? I go in here and I clear the parent? No, that's not right. Where did I parent it to then? What's the inverse kinematics? Okay, so I have obviously gotten close, but not exactly where I need to be. Okay. Yeah, I think I do need to just make a physical thing about the hotkeys in this, because it's very important. Okay. So, here. Edit mode. Clear parent. Was this really what I need to do? Because I can't remember if this is even worthwhile for me to do this. Like, because there's something to it, but also... I'll clear this one too. But if that's the case, I don't want to have to clear all these parents to make this work. But if I have to, I mean, I will. If I have to, if that's what I'm supposed to do, I will do that. All right? I'm not opposed to it. All right, now I do this one. Then I click this, and then I say Shift, Control, C. Inverse kinematics. Okay, kind of. It has the same problem as before, where it hasn't quite figured out where the knee is. So I need to do another inverse kinematics, it seems like. Also, if I don't parent it, I can stick it out as far as I want, which is fun, and I do like that. But maybe I want this guy to only be able to move so far. So I'm actually not going to clear the parent that I did before. I know I did that. I think there's a better way for what I'm trying to do. Okay. All right. Okay. I need to add a pull target. Add a pull target from the knee and then select it in the modifier menu. Okay. So. In pose mode. What happens if I do this? Sorry, now I'm just playing around. Oh, so that's where the pull target is. And now if I do this one, this is the thing that has the invert. Okay. I see where the pull. Okay, so I grab this. I do this. Control Shift C. Inverse kinematics. It's still attached to that one, which is not working. Or this one. No, that's wrong. There's a really good tutorial from Royal Skies on IK that might help. I mean, I'll look this up right now. Is this the one in 2 minutes? I mean, hey, I'll watch this right now. Absolutely. Big ups to Royal Skies for uploading this 2.5 minute. I love when people upload new tutorials that are sub 5 minutes and get right to the point. All right, let me watch this video with you all as well. We're all gonna watch this video. Thank you, Royal Skies. What's going on here?
But no inverse kinematics, not a problem. In about 2 minutes, you'll know how to make all the kinematics you could ever want. Alright, let's do this. Now just trust me on this. First, you're going to want to delete all the bones on the right side of the body. So go to object mode, click on the bones, go to edit mode, and drag select all the bones on the right side of the body and delete them. To make a leg IK, click the knee and move it a tiny bit forward. Now extrude a bone from the knee out and extrude a bone from the heel like so.
This is not what I learned.
Remove the parents for these bones by going into the Bone tab, Relations, and click the X next to the parent. And move the new knee bone forward out of the body. Name the bones knee-ik.l and heel-ik.l. And then in the Bone tab at the bottom, make sure both of these bones uncheck the Deform box. This just means that they won't affect weight painting. Go to Post mode, select the shin, and in the Bone Chain tab, click Add Constraint. Click Inverse Kinematics. Under Target, click Armature. Under Bone, select the heel IK we just created, and under Chain Link, select 2. If you move the heel IK right now, you'll notice that you can control the leg with it, but we can make it even better. Under Pull Target, click Armature. Under Bone, click Knee IK.
I haven't even seen half of these things before. I didn't even know I had the option to do any of these things.
Okay. Now you might notice that the foot starts to face the wrong direction when you do this. Don't worry. Go under Pull Angle and type in the number 90. The foot and knee should be facing the heel now. If it's not, try typing the numbers -90, 0 or 180 instead.
Okay.
Now, you'll notice that the foot kind of just does what it wants, which isn't too helpful. To fix this, go to Edit Mode, click on the foot, click on the heel, Control P, select Keep Offset, go back to Pose Mode, click the heel, and now when you rotate it, the foot is no longer out of control. The only problem is if you drag the heel too far, it detaches the foot from the leg. Don't worry, to fix this, go to Pose Mode, click the foot, under Bone tab, Bone Constraint, Add Constraint, Copy Location, Armature, and the shin. And in the area that says Head Tail, drag or type in the number 1. You're done. The foot no longer detaches, and we can control the leg and our foot rotation with a single heel IK. And the leg will always face the knee IK with the pole target. Great job, guys. I hope that helped.
Wow. This is a lot of things. Thank you, Lead Belly Luffy, for subscribing during that. I was so much. That's the closest I've ever felt to Matrix downloading Kung Fu, right? Like, the closest I've ever gotten to a Neo being shown hundreds of thousands of hours of training programs all at once. This is great. But also, I'm gonna have to watch this 2.5 minute video like 800 times. This is good. This is great. Now I can go through piece by piece as I'm learning this. It's probably fine. I mean, this seems like the correct way to do it. So I'm gonna keep trying. I'm just gonna go through it then. All right, so, whew. I have my tutorial that I'm just gonna keep off to the side right now. I'll just keep it over here so I can look at it when I need to. In fact, I'm gonna just make it really small over here, and then I will refer to it. I mean, I can't even make it that small because I need to see all of the details of the things that Royal Skies was making in there. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm guessing that they just copy it to the other side in the last 30 seconds. Sorry, I know I paused right before we ended. Okay, yes. This is one of those things where I'm like, this seems way more complex than what I was trying to do, but also it probably will make things easier later in the process. Phew. Okay, so let's start. I mean, let's just do it. Let's just do it exactly like this tutorial is teaching me, shall we? And if that's the case, okay, yeah, let's go for it. First things first, let's delete those bones.
To make a leg IK, click the knee.
Okay. So, I'm going to delete all the bones except for maybe the these ones? I guess I could do those, but they're not getting an inverse kinematics. So I'm just going to keep those ones there. Instead, I'm just going to grab these ones. I've grabbed all of the ones that need to get deleted. I'm deleting those bones. I could just do the leg. But why would I? I mean, maybe you're right. Let's start with the leg. Let's just do the leg. One by one. We'll start with just this one. So I'm deleting the right leg. Now, let's go into leg zone.
And move it a tiny bit forward. Now,
can do that. I'm very able to do that at least. So now we're going into we're in edit. Well, we're still in edit mode, aren't we? Okay. So I will grab this one. I'm grabbing this, and I'm moving it ever so slightly forward. Bingo. Okay, I've moved it a little forward. If anything, I should probably move this back, shouldn't I? Beautiful. Okay.
Now, extrude a bone from the knee out, and extrude a bone from the heel like so.
Okay.
Move the parents forward.
Good. Extruding some bones. Extrude some bones. Extrude on the y-axis. Just a little, just to here. And then I take this one and I extrude on the y-axis out to the back. That's what I'm doing. I'm following this exactly.
For these bones by going into the Bone tab, Relations, and click the X next to the parent. And move the new knee bone...
Okay, cool. So I can also deparent things from the Bone tab. I go into Relations. I say, get out of here. I don't want those relations. No family reunions here. I don't know any parents. Okay, perfect. Great. I've done that.
Forward out of the body. Name the bones knee...
All right. Okay, I will move them away. Yeah, I have disowned my parents, and now I am moving this bone all the way to Milwaukee so I can finally have a life of my own, away from my terrible foot parent and shin parent.
IK.L and...
All right, I'll name it the same too, because that's what's going to help me.
Forward out of the body. Name the bones knee IK.L.
Yep. I will name it that. Knee IK.L. I moved to Milwaukee and I immediately changed my name. And then you become heel IK.L. You get a different name too. What about you? Why are you called knee IK.L? You shouldn't be called that. You should be called heel IK.L. And now you up here, you right here, you're becoming knee IK.L. Great. Thank you, Rambler. It is. Don't worry. I've already done my Mother's Day shopping. But if you haven't and you got a mom and they're a good mom, remember, Mother's Day is coming up. Move the heel back to where it was for later. Yeah, I mean, I will do that. Is this better? Is this better? If I keep them closer, maybe that's better. Either way, let's see what we got
and
here.
Heel IK.L. And then in the
see.
bone tab at the bottom, make sure both of these bones uncheck the deform box. This
one doesn't need to be where it is. Okay, I moved this one far away, but actually it needs to be a little bit closer. This one doesn't move to Milwaukee. The heel is moving down the street, but has cut off all contact.
This means that they won't affect weight painting.
Okay, let me see.
Deform box.
Sorry.
And heel IK.L.
Got
and
it.
then in the bone tab at the bottom, make sure both of these bones uncheck the deform box.
Okay, good. So no deformation here in the bone box. No deform. I clicked. It's down here, and I clicked unclick the deform box. Beautiful. Sorry, I'm moving this up so that way it's above my watch this while you do your art bit. There you go. Much easier to see. Don't deform these bones. Okay, cool.
This just means that they won't affect weight painting. Go to pose mode, select the shin, and in the bone chain tab, click add constraint.
Okay, one thing at a time. One thing at a time, guys. Okay. Go back to object mode. I'm just grabbing the armature really quickly. Pose mode. All right. Now, what was that? I grabbed the shin. I've grabbed the shin. Then I go into the armature tab, right?
Bone chain tab, click add.
Wait, what's the bone chain tab? I don't know where that is.
Mode, select the shin, and in the bone chain tab.
There's a bone chain tab? Oh, there it is. I found it. I was freaking out over nothing. Everything's fine, guys. Everything's fine. I do have the bone chain tab. Bone chain tab is a good band name. I think that would make a lot of people confused, and I think that's what I look for in a band name, is for people to be like, I don't really get it, but I love to listen to Bone Chain Tab. Bone Chain Tab is great. I was gonna get drafted, but I told them that I had Bone Chain Tabs, and they said, you're fine. Sorry, we need people in good health, not anyone who's got a Bone Chain Tab. Gotta put on some lipstick. I guess it's not lipstick, it's lip balm. But it is a stick for your lips. So I think I should be able to call it that. What if that's the thing that I get really upset about? What if that's the thing that I die on this hill? Every chapstick should be allowed to be called lipstick. That's it. Second favorite says all of us are okay with it. Yeah, it's only best when you have like a really intense thought that everyone's like, no, we all agree with this. You're fine. You don't. None of us are disagreeing with you. You don't have to be this angry about it. All right. Anyway, sorry, I got to make a bone constraint.
Pose mode, select the shin, and in the bone chain tab, click Add Constraint. Click Inverse Kinematics. Under Target, click Armature.
Okay, I can do that. Inverse kinematics, target, armature. Armature 01's down here. That's why it's getting confusing. Ah, okay, I see. Because I duplicated it just in case. Oh, I got the wrong thing selected. Got the shin. Inverse kinematics. Target, armature.
Under Bone, select the heel IK we just created.
Okay, under bone, heel IK, which is way down here. Heel IK.
And under Chain Link, select 2.
Chain link. Wait.
And under Chain Link, select 2. If you move the heel IK right now, you'll notice that you can control...
Okay, 2, because that gets the femur and the thing. Okay, so chain length 2. All right, and now... Oh, baby, that's looking real nice. Yeah, I love how that looks. It's got a little of a funky thing going on there, but that's not my fault. Well, you know what? This axolotl kind of got a thing going on where it bends inwards. Oh, I know why it's bending inwards. Give me a second, everybody. Gonna go into edit mode. I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna shift it ever so slightly out. I'm gonna take all these ones. I'm gonna shift them ever so slightly in. And now, hopefully, that will fix in pose mode. Okay, now if I grab this, yeah, now it bends out, which is good. And I'm sure I'll fix it more when I do the knee stuff. Okay, but good start. Thank you very much, Royal Skies. I'm saving. You guys, no one even have to tell me to do it, but I'm saving right now because this is an important thing that I've just learned. Okay. Whew.
Control the leg with it.
Again, how long is it going to take me to get through this 2-minute tutorial? Probably 30. Oh.
I have huge news, which is the Sumo rankings just dropped.
Oh, yeah?
Updated Sumo rankings.
Oh, this is extremely important. Sorry. Hey, everybody. We all have to stop right now. The Sumo rankings just dropped. Sorry. This is... I can't stress this enough. This is not a bit. I really need to check the Sumo wrestling rankings right now. They just dropped the new one. Let me just check Fudogoyama, because that's the one that I care. Okay, so the Bansuke information just got dropped. Let's see what's happening right now. Some big stuff going on right here. I mean, I'll take a look at the first stuff really quickly. So here's the May Grand Sumo Tournament Bansuke. If you guys don't follow Sumo, all you need to know is that I care a lot about Sumo right now. Big news, there's some drama with Onosato. I've recently learned he's in a bit of hot water right now because he did some hazing, and that's not good, but he's moved up quite a bit since we just checked. The other person I need to see is perhaps where did Takakeisho's right there, Terano Fuji's still Yokozuna, but where is the one that I was looking for? Roga's 15?
He's the same ranking.
Okay, thank God. That's very important to me. Roga, one of my favorite people in the world. Roga is still in Makuuchi, which I'm very happy about because I don't think he managed to win more than he lost last time, which is unfortunate. But he's doing okay. Where did Takeru Fuji go? Oh, there he is. Okay. There's Takeru Fuji, moved up like 10 ranks last round. Sorry, here's Karen. As you can see, Karen's just there in the corner because we both care about this. But the most important one is that I need to see if Makushita Nabatame's 2.
He's moved up. Yeah.
He's moved up 1, which I'm really happy to see.
3. He moved up 3.
Oh, he moved up 3? He was 5 last time? Amazing. Nabatame, Big fan of Nabatame. We love Nabatame.
Yeah.
Very good to see. The other people that I would know would all be in here too, right? I'm
No,
pretty
they'd
sure
be below this too.
they'd be below. No one moved up to Juryo because it would have been
No
just
one
him
moved
who
up,
would
yeah.
who would have gone up to Juryo. Makushita. There's no one else in Makushita.
No, Nobehara moved up.
Nobehara moved up.
Yeah, he's at the bottom though. There's 2 pages.
Oh, there's 2 pages. I see. Thank you, Karen, for helping me out here. Nobehara! He's also a big fan. We love Nobehara. These are all just people from Fudogoyama. If you guys don't know about it, go check out Sumo Food on YouTube, and you'll learn why we care about these sumo wrestlers so much. Sandanmei, Wakamiyabi's at the very top of it.
He could go up.
He could go up next time. That's really good. Kyota's pretty high up there too. Denima also beautiful. That's great. Did Maikeru fall down?
Yeah.
Ah, dang. Ah, dang. He's 16. Ah, what a shame. But that's okay. He's we still believe in him.
But you passed one guy.
I passed somebody?
Down. You passed Sweet Soma.
Soma is up here.
He's
Soma's
12,
12 now.
He jumped up from
Ah,
25.
fantastic news, everybody. Sorry, this is we've really gone off our rocker here, but good for Soma.
He was 35 last time.
He was 35 and he moved up to 12.
Yeah.
Whoo! Soma's making moves.
Yeah.
And is Kotakiyama
He's
anywhere up
still
here?
in,
Okay, he's still
Sandanmei,
25,
he's
still in
at the-
Saname, but he's
yeah.
moved down a little bit, it seems like.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a shame.
Poor Mike Area.
I know. I'm such a shame to see this. Anyway, really good news. Very happy to at least. I'm very, very glad that Roga is still up in here.
Yeah.
I was a little worried that he might move down, but he's still 15, and that's great news. How's Ura doing? Let me just take a little look because we love Ura as well. 4, pretty solid. Can't complain. Ura got to be one of my favorite guys. Take a look at that beautiful. I don't actually know what the term for this thing is, but isn't that a nice one in Saturn or something going on here? This is great. This is fantastic. Really good stuff. Anyway, if you ever want to see some great designs, just come check out the outfits. This one you can't really see behind the special thing. But look at Hoshoryu's. Isn't that great? Let's see what's going on with Kota Sakura. Ooh, that's pretty nice too. This guy's very good. He's super strong too. But yeah, truly, again, Onosato, I had such high hopes for you, and then I learned that you were hazing some of the guys in your stable, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that, Onosato, and as a result, now I'm only rooting for Takeru Fuji. And he won last round, he won last tournament, and he crushed it. And so very excited to see him continue on. Otherwise, some other faves of mine, I gotta say, I still got a big, I got a soft spot in my heart for Ryuden. Where's Ryuden?
There he is.
Where?
14.
14. Thank you. Oh, there. I like Ryuden. Ryuden is one of those people that when I first saw him, I was like, good for him. He's 40 and he's still doing this. And then I thought, oh no, he's 4 years older than me. he's only 34.
But yeah, the nice thing about these pages, if you scroll down, you can see how their rankings have changed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for each tournament, they'll show you where they were when they started. and
Wild.
yeah, it's great.
That's so cool. Anyway, Karen and I are really into sumo now. So this is just how it is sometimes.
Yeah. This is important. It dropped today.
That dropped today, so this is really good. Thank you for
Technically
giving me a
tomorrow
heads
in
up.
Japan, but now for us.
For us, we get it early, which is nice. Usually, I would say most people leave sumo in their late 30s, I would say. But like in general, sumo obviously really harsh on your body, both from the wrestling and the amount you have to eat. And so some people have to retire a little earlier than that. But anyway, sumo wrestling is my current obsession. And we're having a great time, and this is great. Love to see some people moving up. Sad to see some of my faves moving down, but again, most important, Roga still up there. Really happy for Roga. Let me see that beautiful. Look at this. Isn't that so cool? Isn't that a cool ass? I really need to learn whatever the name of this is, but it's pretty fantastic.
1999.
Yeah, this guy is young. This dude's 5 years younger than me and looks like he has 4 kids and 2 mortgages. Anyway, Pretty great. That was our little sumo wrestling break, and that also reminds me to say, hey, speaking of things that we're all passionate about, what's that noise? It could only mean it's time for me to learn what you are doing. It seems like it's time for you to show me what art you're doing. So I'd love to hear if you're doing any art while I'm doing this stream. What kind of art are you up to right now? I'd love to hear. We got some photo editing. That's great. Ooh, making a powerful bolognese. I love to hear that as well. That's really nice. Dad, do your German practice. That's always good. We got some good anatomy studies. Wow, interesting. We got some other people doing some blending. That's good. I love to hear when other people are also blending alongside me. Needle felting. Needle felting is magic to me. I don't know how it works, but I'm very impressed by it. Doing a little chemistry revision. That's good. Making a little song on your deluge. That's pretty great. That's some good. Scripting a Noita mod. That's fun. I like that. I have not played Noita, but I've heard lots about it, and I've been considering it. Ooh, doing some homebrew stuff for some D&D. That's great. Always fun. Nice. Doing some fan art. I love to see all that stuff going on here. Swapping out some keycaps. That is a perfect thing to be doing with something in the background. I'll tell you what. Swapping out keycaps is so satisfying to me. I love to do it. I do that for Karen. Karen's like, I don't want to do this, and I say, I'll do it. I don't have a million keyboards like Karen does, but I will do that for you because I find it enjoyable. Some solid stuff. Ooh, doing some character art for your Lancer PC. Lancer's a fun game. I've never played it, but I've heard a lot of it from friends at the table and some cool artists that I follow that did work for Lancer. Some good stuff going on there. Anyway, great work, everybody. Go work on all your art. I love to see it. Oh, that's fun. Making some linings for a bag. That's cool. That's also wild, sad winning that you're writing Python code that will interpret my raw audio into pitch inputs, and then I can interpret into a controller input so I can play video games with your, I'm assuming, singing or playing a guitar or something, so that way you can play. That's wild, sad winning. Also, if you ever get that up and running, sad winning, and you ever, I'll pay you an amount of money so I can learn how to sing, play a game, because that's absurd and I love it. I think that's very, very fun. Anyway, whew. Good stuff, everybody. Proud of you. Wow, making it with your violin, that's amazing. Sad winning. Playing Undertale on violin sounds like a blast. I'm testing here. I forgot to press that button so it wouldn't turn on again. Give me a second, everybody. I'm going to go to the bathroom real fast, but I'll be back in like a couple minutes. And then I'm going to finish this inverse kinematics thing, and then we are going to make beautiful Sal dance. We're going to make Sal dance. BRB. I'm back. How's it going? Love to see the dancing in the chat. We're very happy to see that. Let's finish this tutorial, shall we?
Hey, right now,
Okay.
we just created, and under chain link, select 2. If you move the heel IK right now, you'll notice that you can control the leg with it, but we can make it even better. Under pole target, click armature. Under bone, click knee IK.
Okay, so pull target. I grab this again. I say pull target, armature, bone, knee, IK. Okay, good. Got it.
Now you might notice that the foot starts to face the wrong direction.
Foot went... I have not noticed that, actually. In fact, I have not noticed it because the foot stayed in the same place.
When you do this, don't worry. Go under pole angle and type in the number 90. The foot...
Is that bad? Is it bad that I didn't do that? Is it bad? Is that bad? Wah! It doesn't seem to be bad. It seems like it's okay. I'm not too upset about this.
and knee should be facing the heel now. If
Okay.
it's not, try typing the numbers -90, 0, or 180 instead.
Okay,
now
so
you'll
it
notice
could
that
just
the
be
foot
0, that's
kind of
fine.
just does what it wants, which isn't too helpful. To fix this, go to edit mode, click on the foot, click on the heel, Control P, select.
Okay, so I'm gonna now have to go back to edit mode. Edit mode, grab the foot. Shift P, or now Control P, and then
Keep offset.
keep offset. What do I do? Keep offset. Okay, great. Beautiful.
Go back to pose mode. Click the heel, and now when you rotate it, the foot is no longer out of control.
Okay, good. I did that. So now I go. A boop bop boop bop boop. A beep bop beep up bop. A boop bop 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 boop bop 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 bop. Perfect. And you have to do that as if you're making a video in Blender, you have to go. Or else you're never actually sure if it's working. If you don't make the noises, Blender knows that you're not passionate enough. And so if I do it normally, watch what happens. Oh, it's really bad. It's bad and it's boring. But Blender understands when I go, it works a lot better.
The only problem is if you drag the heel too far, it detaches the foot from the leg. Don't worry, to fix this, go to pose mode, click the foot, under bone tab, bone constraint, add constraint.
Okay. Grab this. Okay, because this does indeed go too far. Okay, but grab this bone, add bone constraint, copy location.
Copy location, armature, and the shin.
Armature shin. Armature shin. Which is, I believe, called hip L2. Nope, sorry. What is this called? Which one is this? Which one are you? Yeah, I was right. Hip L2. Oh, no, this, so I just forgot. I say hip L2. And then I move it down by pressing some buttons.
And in the area that says head tail, drag or type in the number 1. You're done.
Perfect. 1.
The foot no longer detaches, and we can control the leg and our foot rotation with a single heel IK. And the leg will always face the knee IK with the pole target. Great job, guys. I hope that helped. If you join me next video, I'll show you some IK shortcuts and apply this system to the arms. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like
Great.
and subscribe. Thank
Beautiful. So, I've done that now, which is good, I think. And now I guess I can also do it for my hands, right? Okay, so let's do the arms now. And in order to do that, first things first, I'm going to delete this one. Because I have to. So I'm deleting those bones. And now I go back into here and I go into edit mode. Let's see if I can remember what I'm doing in order to make this work. So first things first, let's go ahead and extrude out the Y, because that's where I want, when I go like this, that's where my elbow goes, right? That's where I want the joint to go out, which I think is fine. I think that's right. And then for the hand itself, I'm gonna grab this one and I'm gonna extrude it up, because that's where the wrist is, right? Right? So let's just go back and rewatch this.
New knee bone forward out of the body. Name the bones knee.ik.l and
Okay. So let's go ahead and unparent these ones by going. I'm in edit mode, so I can go into the bone and I click this and I get rid of it, and then I go in here and I get rid of that parent as well. And then this one I can move away a little bit, just so that way it's a little easier for me to handle it. Is there an arm one too? Does he have an arm explanation as well? He's got an arm tutorial as well? Okay, I'll learn that one. I will learn that one right now. Royal Skies, arm IK. Beautiful.
The
Okay.
anti-aging powerhouse. A retinol alternative
Sorry
skincare
that we're all watching
ingredient.
this ad right now. I'll turn it off so that way you don't have to listen to it. And
You
now
have
you
the
can
power
listen to it.
of
Congrats.
inverse kinematics.
Yes,
Not
I
a
do.
problem. Click
I always am wanting
the rig
to know
and
the
go to
power of
edit
this.
mode. Drag the elbow a tiny bit back, click the elbow joint, and press E to extrude. Then
Okay.
click the wrist joint, E, and middle click straight out. Shift click both of
straight
those and
out.
press Alt P to remove the parents.
Okay. All right, so I'm at the start right now, which is good.
Go a tiny bit back, click the elbow joint, and press E to extrude. Then click the wrist joint, E, and middle click
Oh, but you're putting it into the hand. Okay, so this is so I just did it the wrong way, which is fine because I can just rotate you along the. Let me just delete it. Why do I even care? All right, here we go. Also, I forgot to move this back a little bit, but that's okay because I can do it right now. And now I can do this, and I can extrude out onto the x-axis, and that's the hand. Okay, and this one's called something else, but I'm getting rid of the parent first. And now,
straight out. Shift click both of those and press Alt P to remove the parents.
Clear
Drag
the
the bone
parents.
away from the body and name it elbow IK.L.
cool. So same thing I was doing before. Whoops, wrong way. Why? Call it elbow. Elbow. IK.L. Cool.
Name the other bone hand IK.L. Then
Can do that as well. This is the one. Great. Did that.
click the forearm and go to pose mode. Under constraints, pick inverse kinematics. Under target, pick armature. And
Okay, so it's basically the same thing.
under bone,
from here
pick
on out.
hand IK.L. Set pole target to armature. And under bone, pick elbow IK.L. Under
Whoa.
chain length, if you're using double joints, set it to 3. If you're not,
Oh my god.
set it to 2. And set pole angle to -90. Then click the hand bone, and under constraints, add copy rotation. Set
There's a lot of things going on here. Thank you to the scout from Team Fortress 2 for teaching me this. Okay. So, let's do this. Pose mode. I'm learning every time. Inverse kinematics. Target armature, bone. What did you attach it to?
Armature, and under bone, pick hand IK dot L.
Hand IK. Good.
Set pole target to armature, and under bone, pick elbow IK dot.
Armature. Pole target, armature, elbow IK dot L. Oh, there you go. That did that thing, and now I have to do something else as it fixes this.
Dot L. Under chain linked, if you're using double joint, set it to 3. If you're
3. I think that is what I'm working on, isn't it? I'm doing 3. Well, maybe not. Where did that arm go? Where did you go? Where did you go, arm? Hey, arm? Where did you go? Maybe I just have to fix one more
not
thing.
set it to 2. And set pole angle to -.
I gotta set the pole angle. That's right. -90. Is that right? No. Where did it go? Oh, did I link it to the wrong thing? Oh, that's why. Whoops. I just clicked the wrong button. Why won't it let me click it? There you go. There we go. We're fine now. All right. Fixed it. Thank you very much for telling me that. See, this is why I need to make sure all of these are visible to you. It's not because I want you to learn from me. It's because I want you to be able to see very clearly my obvious mistakes as I'm screwing everything up, which is pretty common for me. Pretty common thing that happens to me.
90. Then click the hand bone, and under constraints add copy rotation. Set target to armature, and bone the hand IK dot L.
Okay, so this is, I'm not using hand IK, I'm using the hand
To
bone
-90.
that it
Then click the hand bone, and under constraints add copy rotation. Set target to armature, and
Okay, cool. So I grab the normal hand bone, copy rotation, armature, hand IK. Whoa, come back here. Whoa, come back here. Okay. Now, if I grab the hand IK, and I go like this. Okay, yeah. Yep, that works. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Okay, cool.
bone the hand IK dot L. And you're done. If you move the hand IK and your arm is stuck straight or going backwards, it means you didn't drag the elbow far enough back. So if you go
Is that really it? Is that really all it is? I have to move it further back. So now, I mean, oh no, it's, well, okay, it does do something weird right there. Well, no, that's not bad, actually. That's okay. I can handle that. I'm all right with that. It's not working too bad. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. Everything's good.
back to edit mode and move it back a bit and try again, you'll be good to go. Hope that helps.
All right.
If you enjoyed this
Okay. So that's pretty good. We've got ourselves another IK situation, which is pretty good. We can now do the things we want with my feet and stuff, which I'm very happy about. This is working also great. Everything's working cool. Nice. Awesome. So then I can just move, you know what? I'll just do this. This is easier. I can just clear transform my pose. All right. And now, since I've learned this, I think maybe if I try to do an inverse kinematic with this, and I make the target the armature, and I make the specific bone that it's trying to connect to, I guess, lower back 4, and then I make the chain 5. Now if I were to grab this, oh wait, something, no, oh no, sorry, I chose the wrong one. Because this is the one that I'm trying to connect it to. So I add inverse kinematics, target, armature, bone. I guess I would try to make a new thing. I'd try to make a new rig. Like, I would try to make a new bone that I could connect to the opposite of... I guess I would put it straight down, because then I'd want it to curve around that. So... Okay. Let's make a new bone then. Let's do this the right way, and let's see if we can make something. Let's just see if we can do it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is a little weirder because I need it to an unparented new target bone is probably yeah. Okay, so I grab this. I grab from right there because this seems I guess it's like this. So I grab this one and I extrude back out just across here. And that's fine. Yeah, that's good. And then I call this one... Let me just rename this thing really quickly. In the bone properties, we're going to call this one tail IK. And then I'm going to unparent it from anything. And then I'm going to go into pose mode because I think it's fine because I don't really need it to be... I don't need it to, like, only bend a certain way. Because it's a tail, so I'm okay if it bends anyway. I think. I guess I could be more specific about this. Anyway. Look, I'm testing here. I'm testing here. So we'll see if this works. Then I go back into pose mode. And I grab... I guess the second bone in there. And then I say... Add bone constraint, inverse kinematics... Target, armature, bone, tail IK? Is that right? And then if I grab this... Hey! Okay! Alright! Yeah! That's pretty much what I was going for. That's pretty much what I was going for. I could try to make the pull target. That would be the thing that pushes it or like points it in a specific direction, which I don't really need to do, but I can make the chain length a little longer so that way it affects all of the bones. I guess 4 is what I'm looking for, because then I can grab this. I mean, I guess it's just working. It's just kind of working as it is. It's already doing the things that I want it to do. Oh, but I have to make sure it locks. The other thing I need to do is to grab the normal tail, and then I do copy rotation, and I attach it to the armature, and then I grab the bone, and the bone is going to be tail IK. So now when I move tail IK, it also moves that, which is pretty good, because then I can do it like this, and I can move this around. But maybe I want other parts to also... Here's a question to you all. Thank you, by the way, Rebecca Emily, for subscribing. Much appreciated. If I were to do... Because what I want for this to happen, okay, here's the thing that I'm trying to get to happen, is that if I move this over here, I guess it already was doing this without me trying, because I don't actually need this to be attached to the rotation of this. That was just me being specific and actually, you know what? I take it back. I don't want this to be attached to this. I want it to not have this copy rotation. In fact, I want this to do what it's already doing. Yeah, this is just already doing what I want, which is that if I move this to the left, it moves the whole tail to the left. And if I move it to the right, okay. So that's fine. We got a good tail motion going on right here. And everything's working fine. Yeah, okay. I'm all right with this. Go ahead and just put this back to where it was. Okay. That's pretty good. And now I guess the other thing I could do is make some inverse kinematics for the head. If that felt right, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's too much. I could put another bone in. That's a good question, V Ranpu, because I've got. You said, could I use another bone to force an S shape? Maybe, because that would be fun. I could make the tip, yeah, connect that to the middle bone as well, so it wiggles. That would be pretty fun. How would I make that work? How would I make that work? Cause yeah, if I wanted to do like that, so that way this stays and looks in that direction, that'd be pretty good. But I don't know what that would do. I don't actually know how to do that. Yeah, bendy bones might be the thing to make the bones that I'm already working on even more bendy. So if I were to say grab this bone and give it 4 segments, would this do anything? No, not really. I don't know what I'm doing right there. That was just me messing around. I'm looking up bendy bones. See what's going on here. What's going on here? Easy way to replace long chains of many small rigid bones. Okay. Okay. Huh. Oh, okay. I see what's happening here. Is there a tail IK blender thing here as well? I guess I should just look.
Every epic.
Yep. There's a different person who's done tail IK. Yup. Wow. Now this is getting me even further into something, because now I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this specific tutorial. Ah! Don't get too big. This one that I was just trying to look at that seems to have even more bones than I was expecting. This is I'm not doing this one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not doing this one. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, second favorite. Also, I probably will check out the one by Pierrick Picot. I'm sorry if I pronounced that name completely incorrectly. I'm very bad at pronouncing names. 14 minutes long. Probably won't watch that one here, but there's a 3-minute long one that could be the thing that I want to check out on stream. Maybe. You know what? Sometimes you gotta say, this is enough for me to dance. Sometimes you gotta say, I know that I could do a better job of this if I really gave it my all, but also maybe it's just time for me to dance because I've had this song queued up, ready to go.
And would you believe it, my dear
And I
fellow?
haven't done anything for
He
this.
did not know me.
It would be very fun if Ian Hubert was on stream. Ian, I keep hearing about his cool studio that he's building in the woods somewhere, and it's amazing, and I want to go see it in person. But right now, there are certain people that I'm like, I could ask you for help with Blender. but I don't know enough about Blender yet to even ask you for help because you're so far beyond what my understanding of Blender is. So either way, let me symmetrize, right? I have to symmetrize this first because now that I've done this new stuff, I want to make sure that it shows up on both sides. So let me grab this. And these ones too, and then symmetrize. And will that automatically just work? Will that just automatically have done everything with like the weight painting and everything? I guess I'll find out right now, won't I? I guess if I just grab this hand IK. Yep. Okay, good. And this one? Yep, great. All right, beautiful. We're good. We're in business, folks. All right, that means let's make some dance moves. I'm ready to do it. So, first things first, as I mentioned in the beginning, we got to start with a strong b-boy pose, right? For this full intro, which is just being ready in the position, ready to absolutely rip it up, you know? You gotta be prepared. And then it's time to go, right? For this whole section.
And would you believe it, my dear fellow? He did not know me.
And what's great about this is that I don't have to make keyframes for the first 300 frames.
That was beautiful, no?
And then it gets loud, right?
Was beautiful, no?
So I'm actually going to do this first. Here's where my camera is at the moment, and I'm gonna have it slowly zoom in as I go. So if I start this pose, basically like right here. We'll start with the tail. Tail's gonna be up first, right? Tail is ready to roll up here, and if anything, I could be more specific about it, right? Like I could do something like this, which is fun, and will probably be okay for me to mess around with. And then I need to bend the knees. Like, let me just search up. You know what? This is a better way to do it. Oh yeah, baby. Now this is a plethora of great photos of this right here. Now this is exactly what I need to see. Thank you, Getty Images, Adam Crowley, for making this photo that I can absolutely steal this specific pose. This pose right here with the guy with the beanie that's high up. That's the pose I'm trying to make, all right? For my guy. This is exactly the classic b-boy position right here. So knee down, other knee up, elbow on it as we're going, right? Like that. That's exactly what we're looking for. Thank you for reminding me to save my file, Zombro. I'm saving it right now. So let's go ahead and get it as close as we can for this. I'm gonna just go ahead and bring up this knee. Oh, this is not quite as far up as I want it to go. Oh, did I not do a good enough job of these inverse kinematics? It seems like I didn't, because this should be going up higher, but it's not. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, because I can't do anything with that. No, I can't do anything with that. Oh, no. Maybe I need to do something. Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what's going on here. One knee up, right, is what I have to do. Also, if I move these down, oh, that's funny. That's a funny thing that I can do. That's a funny thing I can do here. Okay, if I move the knee target, does that how it affect? Ah, yes, it does. That's beautiful. That just shows where it moves to. So unfortunately, it doesn't seem to affect this as much as I want it to. Wah, no. Why is that? Why is this not? Okay, no, it is. It is. We're getting up higher now. So that means if I bring this in a little bit. Okay, yes, that's not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. Beautiful. Okay, got it. I just have to know how to use my little puppeteering moves, you know? That's really what it all comes down to, is I've got to be prepared for it. And then that means this one, I'm going to go ahead and rotate this right on up, so that way this, well, I guess I don't need to do that. I guess I just need to bring this back a little bit. Cuz this knee is down and then this foot is up, so it should be like here. Basically, I guess this is kind of the pose I'm going for, right? Like this, where this is where the knee. Let me make sure that I see my image so I can really justify it. Okay, so the leg goes out a little further back. So this could come, oh, wrong. This goes out here. X a little bit. There we go. And I'll even bring this knee in a little more. So that way we're in business, and then this actually can come down a little bit so I'm actually on the ground. I'll grab everything and I'll move it down so that, whoa, that's not what I meant to do. But that is funny. I do love this as a dance move. It's not what I was intending to create, but I do love what's going on here. That's very fun. So why is that? Why aren't these moving down with me? I don't know. Why when I select everything is it only moving the limbs and the other stuff I did inverse kinematics to? But I just want to make it clear. I absolutely love tall axolotl. Very bubblegummy. That's very fun. Okay. So, unfortunately, I don't know why this is happening. I am fully confused as to why certain parts of this are not moving down with the rest of the armature. Yeah, I feel like it must be somewhere in this bone hierarchy, something has gotten a little bit funky. Is it just because the parent bone would need to move? Yeah. Is it just that I don't have a parent bone? Like, is there just not a bone that... Does the lower backbone just not move anymore? Why is that? Why is that, I wonder? Yeah, Bone Hierarchy, also a great name for a band. Lots of good band names coming from Blender today. I mean, maybe at this point in time, I just ignore it. Maybe I just ignore it and I maybe try using the location transform fields. Oh, did I not change? Did I? Even that doesn't work right now. Even moving the location of this isn't changing anything, which is a little unsettling, to say the least. I don't know why this isn't happening. I could add a bone that just everything is attached to. That's the thing, is that this lower back bone should be the one from which everything stems, and yet for some reason it isn't moving. I mean, that is a good point, Loose Critic. Sometimes you do just have to close and come back. All right, I can make a root bone and see if that's a good idea. So let's go into edit mode, and what I'm gonna do is just extrude a new bone that just goes right up here, and I'm going to then move into this And then destroy all parents. Destroy all parents! And I'll call this root bone. Great. And now root bone is the most important bone of all time. And now, if I grab all of the other bones, why am I not grabbing all of the bones right now? In fact, I'm also going to move the root bone a little bit out just so it's easier for me to click. Okay. So for some reason when I select all of these, is it just not selecting the bones underneath them? Oh, that's why. Do I just need to select every single bone separately? Is that what I need to do right now? Because I will do that. But I don't love it. I want to make it clear that I'm upset about that. Alright. Okay, root bone. You better be ready now. What's going on with the gills? Where'd the gills go? Is that why it wasn't moving? Is it because those gills just, like, aren't attached to anything? What are they, even? What are they? Where are they? What is this gill? Where's this gill? Oh, no. Are you in this armature? You can't be. No. That can't be right. What armature do you belong to? I'm gonna delete this armature because this one has changed so much anyway. I just don't want it to be anywhere in here anymore. Where did you go? What are you? What are you? Where'd you come from? Where did you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Oh, there they are. I found them. Haha. Same issue as before. Okay. Now. Alright, I got all the bones this time. Oh. Okay. And then I grab this and I say, parent, keep offset. And now the root bone is the root bone. Everyone loves root bone. Now, ah! No! No! What have I done? I don't even know what this is. All right, go back. Root bone. No, stop it. Okay. So, obviously that was incorrect. Just the non-child bones need to be selected? Is that what it is? Is I just have to get the shoulder and everything? Because I would do that. That's no problem for me. I'd be more than happy to grab just lower back and hip. You know, like these. That's all good by me. But I also worry that that's not enough. Maybe it's fine. Also wrong, but actually maybe not wrong. No, wrong. No, wrong. Thank you, a weakling, for subscribing. Yeah, these bones are not going great. Oh, I didn't apply scale and rotation. Oh, this dang. Okay. How do I apply scale and rotation? Again, I always think like, oh, that's fine. I don't have to think about that. All right, let me go clear my pose real quick. I've worked so hard on this pose. Clear all pose. Clear everything. Object mode. Edit mode. Okay. I'm in object mode. Control A, all transforms. Control A, all transforms. Now, I can click on here and I can go back into edit mode. Oh no, did I screw it up? Did I do this wrong? No, I did it right! Ooh, wow. Okay, cool. So we got our root bone. It's working. Root bone is working, baby. Okay, I swear to God, I just want to get one pose. I just want to put one keyframe down today. That's all I hope for. That's all I want. You know? All right, I'm bringing him down a little bit. He's got to be leaning forward a little bit too, because this is an important part of the face. This is an important part of making sure that this is looking cool and awesome, you know? All right. There's a little pose going on here. Let me grab this tail, IK. I'm just going to bring it up here for a second. And now, gonna grab these. Gonna grab these guys. Gonna bring these knees right up. Bring these knees right up, because that's where I need those knees to be. And now I'm gonna bring this back a little bit. Bring it up a little higher. There we go. The knee goes down. Now this has to move the foot down again. There we go. Foot's down. Perfect. Now I'll move this one up. Beautiful. And now, let's take a look, not at this one, but the other one that I had. Very important to see what we're working toward. We're working toward this. And this one, I gotta make sure I gotta cross those arms looking right, looking good. Let me grab this real quick. Crossing arms is a very challenging thing to do in 3D. I understand that that's what is to be expected. Oh, didn't need that to be back there. In fact, let me just move this out a little more. Gotta make that elbow a little higher. This seems wrong. I shouldn't have to put the elbow that high up to make this work. I don't know why this is happening. But, you know, you live and you learn. So, simple as that. Thank you, Papa Cap 27, for subscribing. Much appreciated. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's not where I want the hands to be. Okay, come on. I just need you to cross your hands. I just need you to cross your arms. I just want one pose. Please. Please, dear God. Just give me the one pose. All right, why is this doing this? Okay, come on. Come on. There we go. That's where the elbow needs to go. Okay. There we go. Right now is just dabbing. And that's pretty good. That's pretty okay so far. Thank you very much, by the way, second favorite, for all of your help today. Much appreciated. We've learned quite a bit. Not everything, but I wouldn't expect to. As for this arm, let's go ahead and get this crossed in as well. Let's get it to where I want it to be first, so that way then I can move it to the correct position. Once again, just got to work on these elbows a little bit. That's fine. I'm all right with that. Oh, where are you going? There you go. Let's go ahead and move you like this too. Let me see it. Oh yeah, now that's a cool axolotl right there. Now that's a cool axolotl right there. Where did I put the put this dude in context for me real quick? That looks that's dead on. That's the same exact pose that I'm doing right here. That's a b-boy axolotl for sure. So what I'm gonna do real quick is make sure that I save this pose real fast in a thing, because I really need this to be good. Okay. Let me go ahead and put all of the armature pose in. And now if I were to change this pose, it moves somewhere else, right? Yeah. Cool. So that works. I was correct about that at least. Cool. And now what I can also do is I can just grab this one and I can give it some oomph at the beginning of this, because if I just move it, go it back and forth, then that should work fine. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Just to give it a little more life than what it currently has, I'm going to just do this. I'm going to go and I'm going to press play.
And would you believe it, my dear fellow? He did not know me. He did not know me.
Ah, that was beautiful, no?
Great. All right, so now that I've done this, if I go like this, and I do lock camera to view, and then I go out of this mode, and I go to object mode, and I make sure that I'm actually touching the correct thing, because this is very hard for me to remember sometimes how to do this. Now I can grab this, and I can put this right back here. I can just pause it right there. Okay, let's do that. Put in the keyframe for the camera. And then I'm going to put it right up here for a second. Once I get to 326 was where it stopped, basically. Let me make sure that I got it in the right spot. Toss that right there. And now, oh, I got to make sure that it's looking in the right spots as I go. I'll put another little thing right there. Oh, yeah, now that's looking great. Now, whew. If I just look at how it is. Oh, stop. Don't do that. Wait, no. Go back to where I was. Okay. Now, stop locking it to camera to view. Turn off the recording. Make this not happen. And now, when I do this thing, where are you? No. This is right. I just have to make it not be seen. Okay. If I turn this off.
And would you believe it, my dear fellow? He did not know me.
I can put some more motion in there in like the things.
That
like
was
the hips.
beautiful, no?
Beautiful. That's great. This is great. This is exactly what we're looking for. I need a background in here, so that way there's a little more life to this. And I think I screwed it up last time by deleting the world, kind of. If I just go into the world and I change some things. Oh, hello? Spicy, please. Karen's ordering me jjajangmyeon, and I want spicy jjajangmyeon. It's very nice. It's very good. I could probably be... I could maybe make like the obviously now I understand that axolotls don't have the same breathing mechanisms as humans. But since I've anthropomorphized it already, I could just have it going up and down, right? Like a little idle pose. Maybe that's what I should do, is just to make it a little more fancy for now. If I just hop in here to the armature and then I go into pose mode one more time. And then let's actually just hop in there to turn this on. Bop. Show me. There we go. Get me closer up. Now, if I move, say, like this up and... Oh, not that. That actually works surprisingly well. I might just do that recording style, because that's kind of fun. If I just grab this and move it up and down a little bit, and I go...
And would you believe it, my dear fellow? He did not know me. He did not know me.
Ah, that was beautiful.
Cool. All right. Now, if I go into the camera...
And would you believe it,
It's
my
kind of
dear
hard to see
fellow?
right now, but
He did not know me.
there's a little oomph to it, right?
He did not know me.
Ah,
Oh yeah, he's getting revved
that
up.
was
He's ready to party.
beautiful, no?
There's a little more life to it, right? A little head bob might be good too. Let's just go ahead and do a little head bob too. Why not? Good idea. Good idea, everybody. Good idea, everyone. Because then I could just do... That's pretty nice. That's pretty easy to do. And I'll just do it the same way that I was doing it the other one. Why not?
And would you believe it, my dear fellow? He did not know me. He did not know me.
Ah, that was beautiful, no?
Already looking so alive. You know?
And would you
Definitely
believe it,
normal
my dear
stuff.
fellow?
Definitely normal. I mean, if
He
this is
did
the case,
not
I could
know
even do a
me.
little bit of... I might move the... Maybe I'll move the legs a little bit too. Because if I can do... I can't move these ones too much, can I? I can move the hips though, can't I? Yes, I can move the hips. And then that'll give it a little more... That'll give me a little more... In fact, let's do both of the hips at the same time, shall we?
And would you believe it, my dear fellow? He did not know me. He did not know me.
Ah, that was beautiful, no?
All right. There we go. He's moving around a little bit more. The only things that are really like locked in, I guess I could also move the... I have to move the bottom part of the tail up too.
And would you believe it, my dear fellow? He did not know me. He did not know me.
Ah,
I gotta make those spikes
that
bounce.
was beautiful, no?
Don't get me wrong, I already know that I gotta make... That was the whole point of today, was to try to make wiggle bones work. Which could maybe work? I could maybe get to that point? I gotta make those bones do some wiggling. But I haven't figured out how to do that yet, so I'm gonna try. I mean, what do I got? I got 25 minutes left on this stream. I could maybe try to get these wiggle bones to work, because this right here, already we've got ourselves... Now this is 100% perfect animation. No notes, 100% great. Doesn't look weird at all.
And would you believe it, my dear
Doesn't
fellow?
look awkward
He
and
did
like
not know
kind of
me.
juddery. You know what? Let's move these hands too. If I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it. You know, let's go ahead and make these hands move a little bit more, so that way they stay on top of the things as they're moving. So I'll go ahead and back here real quick, and let's record.
And would you believe it, my dear fellow? He did not know me. He did not know me.
Ah, that was beautiful, no?
Cool. Same with the other hand. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be okay. Whoops, and start.
And would you believe it, my dear fellow? He did not know me.
I'm definitely
He did
clipping
not
through
know
my
me.
head now at this point, but that's okay. I don't
That
care.
was beautiful, no?
Okay, perfect. Now it looks, oh, it looks 100% good. Nothing weird about this one at all.
And would you believe it, my dear
Took me a
fellow?
bit to get
He did not
on rhythm
know
for
me.
this one, but that's okay.
He did not know me.
Ah, that was beautiful, no?
Nice. I didn't know you could do that, Toe Knuckles TV. That's pretty good to know about that. You can add noise to the bone motions from the motion paths. I know what you're talking about because I've used noise before, but only in like After Effects when I need things to kind of wiggle around. I could always do if I just took Graph Editor? Is it just Graph Editor? Because I've used Graph Editor once or twice, but that might, yeah, I mean, honestly, because you can do, if that's the case, you could say key. I could smooth all these keyframes, which is interesting, first and foremost. I could grab all of the armature and make sure that it's all smooth. I think that's gonna do anything right now.
He did not know me.
Not quite, because I have so many keyframes right now. Yeah, I could go through there and just move the things, because if I were to take, like, say, I guess the better question is if I took it from like here. If I start from here and I were to grab this bone, let's take the head just as an example, because that's a pretty easy one to do. And then I were to do, I know I can add noise to this. Oh yeah, I guess I could also simplify the keyframes, because that's the thing about it is that there's an absurd amount of keyframes that I've put in here. Splend, ease. Whoa, that did a lot of work right there. That, oh, it just averaged all of the keyframes.
And would you believe it, my...
Which is funny. I didn't mean to do that. If I were to just do like this and then do ease, would that also basically blend to neighbor? Oh, and I can do it to a certain higher degree. That's funny. That's interesting. If I were to do like that, because then the movement doesn't go as far, which is fun. Huh, there's a lot of ways that I can mess around with this at this point now. Oh, that's helpful to know that the handheld camera blender, let's see if I can find. If you've never seen Ian's lazy tutorials, they are both astounding, and they're very good. We'll just watch this one because everyone should know about Ian Hubert.
Animating handheld cameras can be really easy. Set your start keyframe by hitting I, then go to later and add your ending keyframe. Select them both and hit V, vector, so you'll move at a constant rate. You can add more keyframes to make the camera path a bit more interesting. Select one of the rotational axes and open the hidden side panel. Why is it hidden? Because it's too powerful. Go to modifiers and add noise. It'll be intense at first, but bring the scale up and the strength down until it feels natural. Then do the same for the other axes. Keep the y-axis subtle, although it can be the key to making a camera feel weightless if you're flying. Likewise, the x-axis is key for giving a sense of speed on a fast-moving vehicle over a bumpy ground. Y-axis is the key to nothing. And there we go. And there we go. I've probably done this process over 1,000 times. For extra realism, you can check depth of field and parent the target to an animated empty to control where you're focusing. You might have to turn down the f-stop to see the blur. And it's not just for cameras. I can't animate at all, so this crab is just animated with noise modifiers on a few different bones.
Cause I know how to make the sandwiches, and we make them from bologna.
That's wild. Ian is an astounding creator. I don't know. There's a couple people that I'm pals with that I see the work that they make and I just say, what the heck? What the heck? What the heck? So if I were to let's just delete everything right now. I'm not giving up on this. I want to make this clear. I'm not deleting everything because I'm like, oh, I'm tired of this. It's because I'm actually doing something better. I'm going to try something better now. Okay, so we've got the pose where we want it. Now, instead of doing all of that stuff that I did before, what if I were to take, say, this hip bone, both of these hip bones, this neck bone, and these shoulder bones as well, and this too, why not? And then I guess I don't want all of them at the same time. If I let me grab everything.
No.
And we'll go back to where we were, which is 26. Everything has a keyframe now. Might be unnecessary. It's fine. It's fine. It's a fine. Okay. Now, if I grab this one and we grab, I guess maybe the Z location is what I'm looking for. And I go to modifiers and I add noise. I don't need it through the entirety of it. Restrict frame range. End it at 326, right? Oh, wait, no, 326. There we go. There we go. And now it's just going all over the place. That's not what I want. But it is starting to get to where I want it to be, and that's good. And so I make the strength way less. Also, I don't know if I want it to be on the Z anymore. The Z location was what I thought I wanted. But it's really... He's really jiggling around right now.
That was beautiful.
So that's not what I want, actually. Much bigger scale, though. Definitely bigger scale. That's the most important part.
That was beautiful, no?
Okay.
And would you believe it, my
Actually,
dear
it's not
fellow?
too bad where it
He
is.
did not know me. He did not know me.
That's pretty cool. And then if I were to take, say, this head thing, maybe this one is actually where I want it to be. And then I were to grab this on the neck. And let's talk about the X quaternion rotation. Mamma mia. Noise. Restrict frame range. End at 326. Make that scale way bigger. Make that strength way smaller.
And would you believe it, my dear fellow?
Okay.
He did not know me. He did not know me.
Now we're getting somewhere.
That was...
Thank you, Neeland, for reminding me to save my file. As for this, I guess what I can also do is just make this one a bigger X position, I guess, is what I'm looking for. X location. Add a modifier, add a noise. In fact, I want the strength to be bigger. Wow! But of course, make the scale way bigger. Maybe I do it like that. There. I don't want it to go too far. Whoa, went too far. It went too far. Definitely went too far. Oh, interesting. I don't want it to be that. I want it to be like here. That's not what I want either. Make the strength smaller. Make it like here. In fact, actually, why don't we just keep it like this? And then end this also on 326. Okay. Now we've got it moving around a little bit, but not to an extreme. Well, a little bit to an extreme. Maybe what I want is to bring it all down a little bit. Whoa, not like that. That's not how I meant to do this. Oh, I'm screwing it all up. I'm screwing it all up right now. Pardon me. Okay. Whew. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Beep, 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 beep.
And would you believe it, my dear fellow? He did not know me.
If that's the case, I'm actually going to go ahead and do the same thing with these two. Let me make some noise. Let me make some noise. Y location maybe is what I want. Noise. Once again, make that scale way bigger. Make that strength way smaller. Whoa, no, that's not what I wanted.
Know me. He did not know me.
That's actually not terrible,
That was
I guess.
beautiful, no?
I guess what I want it is to be rotating on the y-axis. So not the y location, but the y rotation. Once again, way bigger scale, way smaller strength.
And would you believe it, my dear fellow?
It doesn't rotate?
He did
Okay,
not.
so that did nothing, actually. That was unnecessary. Didn't need to do that. Y scale. Let's put a bunch of noise on the scale of this. There we go. Beautiful.
Know me.
Yeah, that's what I was looking to do.
He did not know me.
Absolutely right.
That was beautiful, no?
That's exactly what I wanted. I guess Z location. I don't 100% know which way it's moving. Okay, Z location is what I wanted. But again, strength 0.03. Much bigger scale. Much bigger scale.
Believe it, my dear
In fact, I could be a little bit bigger than that, though.
fellow.
Not that big, though.
He did not know me.
Cool. Same thing with this one, then. Z location. Noise. I should have just copied it from the other one, but whatever. We make our mistakes sometimes.
He did not know me.
Okay, now from the video itself,
That was beautiful, no?
it's starting to look more for real. Thank you, ATK 42 games. What we've got now
And
is a
would you
slightly
believe
mobile
it, my dear fellow? He did not know me.
video.
He did not know me.
That was beautiful, no?
That's great. And now what I can do also is if I wanted to, I could go out of pose mode, object mode. Thank you, Marika Stridey, for resubbing, by the way. Go to the camera and look what I've done here. We've got the object transform here. I can go in to the X location, add a little modifier, a little noise, a little strain, not that much. So give me 0.2.
And would you
I mean, right
believe
now,
it,
since
my
it's
dear
not
fellow?
in context,
He
there's
did
nothing
not-
around There's nothing around my axolotl right now, which I'm now like, maybe that's what I should be focusing on. Let me get out of graph editor. Let me just go back to the timeline for a second. Okay. And I know this is a silly thing to do, but maybe what I should do for the last second of this is go ahead and make a big plane. Why are you up here anyway? Go to 0, 0, 0. It's not hard. Not hard. And then let's just go ahead and make this bigger. And this is going to be the cardboard sheet that he's breakdancing on, which means that I'm going to go into a modifier. I'm going to just make... no, sorry. Click the right thing. I don't have anything on right now. That's why I can't see anything. There we go. That makes more sense. Add modifier. Solidify. Thickness, point... I mean, I guess 0.01 is fine. In fact, let's just go ahead and do it at the very bottom of this. Cool. That's about, you know what, actually 0.005. I don't want it to be too thick because it's cardboard. But that looks good. And then I'll make a quick new material, and it's just cardboard. So I just make it nice, like brownish, a lightish, like there. Seems pretty good. That's pretty good. And then also it's very rough. It shouldn't be very, it's got to be pretty matte. So that's pretty nice. Cool. I should make I mean, here's the thing. I will download some textures and make this thing looking silly right now. I will do that. But I was going to say, let's just make this house, shall we? Let's make it a little like, I mean, it doesn't have to be a house. If anything, actually, it makes more sense if this is just like outside in... Surely somebody has like an HDRI of like anybody got an HDRI for the Washington Square arch? No, not that. That's not what I wanted. Not HDRI. What's the word that I'm thinking of? Like big... Isn't it HDRI? Maybe, am I wrong? Yeah, HDRIs. That's what it is. It's like the panoramic background for a place, so that way you can help with lighting and stuff. But if anyone's got any free HDRIs, I mean, I can at least go into this mode. For some reason, I'm not seeing. Is that because of my viewport? Isn't it? Show me the HDRI behind me, please. Just trying to see this thing. Well, at the very least, now I have context of the cardboard sheet underneath it, which is good.
He did not know me.
Ah, that was beautiful, no?
And then I have to make them actually breakdance, which is the hardest part. But I know there is a way. Thank you, Ekru Jones. For breakdancing, you could just press the animate breakdance button. I wish there was. There's a way to do bad mocap. And now I kind of want to check this out. There's some cool tools that allow you to do some motion capture But I have to double check how to do that. At the very least, I mean, here's the other thing, is that I know you can like download animations. I'm thinking about, you know those memes of like gecko dancing? That also became like it's the same dance that I guess the new meme of it is that poorly rendered toothless meme. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Mixamo, is that the thing that it's called? Interesting. Oh yeah, they do have some free animations, it seems like, which is funny. Funny. Okay. I was gonna say Mixamo definitely wouldn't do the tail because the tail's weird, but I could get it started, and then I could figure it out. But I also am like, maybe, I mean, if I'm gonna learn how to animate, I have to learn how to animate. I can't skip around. I have to actually commit myself to it, you know? At the very least, I have to say I'm very happy. Today was not a very flashy day.
Believe it, my dear fellow. He did not know me. He did not know me.
Ah, that was beautiful, no?
But I'm very happy for a couple reasons. One, I was able to really kind of hammer home a lot of things that I've learned in these past few weeks. So I'm very happy about that. I feel much more comfortable with rigs in general. They're still not good, but I'm much more comfortable with them. And I was able to make one pose, and that's pretty cool. And so that's pretty nice. I'm happy about that, at least. Rigs are tough, and I have so much more I mean, I always had respect for animators, but I have so much more respect for 3D animators now, because this is tough, but it's also really fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing it, so that's good. And I'm getting better. Again, noise modifiers we've learned today. I'm very happy about that. I'm learning how to do better animations with, like, you know, obviously frame to frame is going to be tough no matter what you're doing if you're just going frame by frame, but I feel like I've learned quite a bit, and I'm very happy about that. I'm very, very proud of what's going on right now. And I think that means might be one final time since I asked halfway through, but I might be asking once again to hear if you were making any art while I was doing this stream. I'd love to hear what kind of art you were making. Because we're wrapping up right now. But you know, hey, look, even if you started an art and you didn't even get that far, look at how far I got today. All I did was the same thing I was doing last week, except I stripped it all down and I had to restart it and then I had to reconnect it. But I learned so much from that experience. So even though I didn't make a lot of progress, I made a lot of progress up here, just not on the thing, which is good. Anyway, great stuff. Amazing stuff to hear. Good job, Maddie is streaming on working on your on your rigging and Blender journey. It's a fun place to do. Working on an animated boxing short. That's pretty fun. That's some cool art that's going. Ooh, making some jewelry. That's great. Prepping a D&D campaign is absolutely art. That is art, no doubt. Making some food. That's great. Hand painting a basketball court right now, Mino Gabe? Are you outside in a basketball court right now, hand painting it? That's cool. That's amazing. Doing some amazing things here. Doing some little final 2D animation for a class. Good work. That's pretty great. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're doing 3D painterly style, not outside. I thought you were actually just like repaving a basketball court. I was like, that's a funny thing to be doing right now, but good for you. Very good to hear. Ooh, TV head doll. That's amazing. That sounds fun. I love that. Making some music. Good for you. I'll tell you what, it's time to go back to making some music soon. We'll see how much further we get with this. I don't know if I'll be back to it next week. I should be back next week, though. Yes, I should be. I think I should be back. So I'll see you all then. I'll see you all next Monday. We'll see what we get up to next week. We've made a lot of progress on this. We might take a pause and do some other projects, but just kind of mess because that's what the fun of this is, that I could just be like, oh, you know what? Today we're singing karaoke or we're doing something else. So we'll figure out what's going on with that. But this has been really fun. Thank you all for joining me today. Have a great rest of your Monday. I'll see you all then. And by then, I mean next Monday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Have a good one. I'll catch y'all soon. Goodbye, y'all. Goodbye.